What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Exuberant Mind, your favorite photographer slash videographer. Now, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately because I keep having these conversations with people. They call me or text me or DM me, and we always seem to have this conversation. But let me say this. Don't wait for others for your success. Let me say that one more time. Don't wait for other people for your success. Now I know you what do you mean by that? Now I'm gonna give you some examples that's been coming up lately in conversations for me. So one thing was traveling. I've been traveling a lot over the past couple of years. I don't tell a lot of people when I'm traveling. I'm just traveling. Sometimes people, reach out and I'm not in town. It's just what it is. A lot of times they catch me and I'm out of town. So got a buddy, that reached out, and they always want to, go on a group trip, and they end up not going a lot of times if other people don't go. Now, for me, on the other hand, I travel. I may tell people I'm going somewhere, and if I got my mind made up about going there, I'm not going to rely on them to come or not. I'm just going to go and create. So, past couple years, I went. I did ask people to go, and they didn't reply or they didn't come holler at me or whatever. I went anyway. 2 of those pieces of art got in shows. Now, I would have never had those moments with those pieces of art if I would have waited on other people, because 90% of the time people aren't going to hit you back. They're not going to be really trying to go anywhere, because most people don't go out of the metro area that they live in. Let's be real. A lot of cats have never been out of the side of their city limits, and some of them that do, don't do it often. Now, with that said, if I never would have went on those trips, I never would have created those pieces of art. Now, granted, I may have gotten in those shows with other pieces of art, but getting in those shows with those pieces of art would have never happened, because I would have been waiting on other people, and I didn't do that. So you don't want to go out there thinking like that, doing that. Now, the other conversation topic was, they were saying how people are always saying the city that we're in is boring. I'm one of those people that think the city's boring to shoot in. But that's because I've mobbed that city, mobbed those streets doing photography for 8, 12 hours for years. Now I'm at the point to where if it ain't nothing new, I'm probably not interested, because I've shot it so much. I've went out there and did photos and created so much in those areas. It's not really interesting to me, because you get to know the people that live over there because you see them all the time. You get to know where people work at because you see them all the time. And to me, repeatedly shooting the same thing is not evolving to me. I want to evolve. I want to try new things and get better at my craft. I'm not out here just trying to be a hobbyist, just trying to go shoot the same street or the same streets or the same buildings all the time. Like, the building is not going to change that much. It's it's a building. The street's not going to change that much. We're not building that much over there. Everything's built up. So not much is going to change. Now, granted, in our city, maybe some tourists that come in or people that come in for conferences. But for the most part, you're going to see the same cats or the same type of people. And I'm just not interested in doing the same old thing. So that's another thing, man. Don't wait on other people to be creative in your own mind. Like, I'm not, going to wait until everybody wants to go out in the city and shoot to create anything. I'm going to go out and create the things that come to me in my mind. And that's been some of my greatest works to date, have been when I left and went somewhere. So keep that in mind. Another thing is, you want to be accountable as a person. Now, recently, a couple years ago, a young lady stole something from me. And even till this day, they parade it around online like it's just theirs and all that stuff, right? Somebody that attends my shows, knows me, things like that, saw this person online parading. They basically reached out to him and basically to say, hey, that thing's important. You might want to do the right thing and return it and things like that. Person wanted to go on there and basically lie to this young lady that reached out to him. Lie to him, tell him basically why they stole it and why they think, what they're doing is the right thing, or basically that they shouldn't be held accountable. And this person sent me the messages that this person sent about, what they stole from me. And that, this young lady that did steal the item is trying to be a persona online in the social media space. This makes them look bad because people know, that you're not being accountable and knowing that you're being kind of a crappy person. And they reached out to me and was like, let me know that they reached out and, apologize for that person's behavior and what they did and what they stole. But, when you are a stand-up person and you do the right thing, even when it's hard and things like that, you get a lot of respect from people. And I didn't ask this person to reach out to them or anything like that. They wanted to do it on their own volition. So, that comes to say, when you go out there and do your own thing and do the right thing and be accountable, man, people will stand up for you. Now, how does that tie into, the whole don't wait for others for your success thing? When you're an accountable person and you do the right thing, even when it's hard and even when it's unpopular with other people do notice that. Remember I said that people sometimes want to see you do something first and then they'll follow you. I had a homeboy, shout out to Mike Only Pat, he just had this conversation with me today. He's seen me do what I do. He's heard me say I'm going to do a show, I'm going to do some shows this year. He saw me get in shows. He saw the work that I put in the shows. And he was like, bro, when I saw that, and I know you, and I've been around you, everything you say you're going to do, you end up doing it. And you do it in like a high fashion most of the time. And he's like, bro, that's something that I could get behind. He was like, that's why, I fool with you so much, man, because you're an honorable dude. Like, if you're going to say you want to do something, you put a goal out there, I'll watch you and you accomplish it. And that motivates him to do what he does. He reaches out to me all the time, asks me, what did you think about this video? What do I need to improve on? Things like that. That's a dude that's accountable and is hungry. This dude moved out of his hometown to Texas, a whole nother state, far away from home, just to continue to go for his dream. And I tell him, good job on his videos. I know he's building up his recipe to get his videos the way he wants. And he's also building his gear up. And that is a hard thing to do. I know, I got gear. Y'all see the gear in the back of the video. And this is just a little bit of my gear. I have a whole closet full of gear in here and other places in the house. But, being accountable goes into that whole thing of, you getting success. And then when others see you do it, they follow suit. I had a mentee. This dude didn't want to listen, want to be hard-headed. I had to cut him off. But this dude seen me, doing things that I told him about doing when I was his mentor. He saw me do it. He would come to my shows. I didn't even invite the cat, but he came anyway. Just to see. Like, man, you've been in a couple shows. Let me come out Like, his whole thing was like, I kept seeing that you was doing these shows, so I wanted to come see for myself. And that motivated a spark in him to, get himself together, because now I'm starting to see him on pictures from the gallery attending events that we have. So I hope, when someone sees me doing something, that motivates them, like, hey, I know this dude, or, I've shot photos with him before, or I've done video stuff with him before. Man, I want to, do it myself. If he can do it, I can do it. Like, man, that's the thing I want to motivate people. But if I waited on others and didn't go out there and push forward and try to create things on my own without waiting on other people, I wouldn't have the success I had, and it wouldn't in turn motivate other people to have success. Now, granted, with the young lady that's stealing out there, hey, I don't get into bothering this person. Hey, you want to steal? That's fine. But the life that they're living right now, they fake online that their life is grand, but I know what their life is like behind closed doors. I've seen it firsthand. I know what it's like. People will continue to be in the situations that they're in if they don't change, if they don't want to make a difference, if they don't want to be better people. So all you creatives out there, all you people just in general, be a good human being, do the right thing, be accountable, and step forward on these ideas that come to your mind. If you have something you want to create it. You never know the impact that it has. Even the artwork that I got in the shows, people will tell me how it touched them and stuff like that. Like, that's the impact you want to have on this world, man. You want to be a part of history. So with that said, man, I'm not trying to be on here preaching all day on the soapbox or anything, but if you stayed all the way to this part of the video, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you want to see anything else from me, check these videos out above. Leave a comment down below. If you've ever been on my videos before, or you're new to my videos, you can go back and look in the comment section. Every person that comments on my videos, I hit them back and I comment. So let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Share this with somebody you think needs to hear it. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Peace. Don't forget to check these videos out.